Hi, I'm Charles Curtis Tucker.
And I am MaggiLu Tucker.
This video is specifically on standardized testing. National norm referenced test can be given to the student as one of the options for the annual evaluation in the state of Florida. The law says a Florida certified teacher has to give it, and then simply the results are turned into the county and your annual evaluation is done. Most people don't do that. Most people don't turn them into the school district, county office. We've done many tests, especially in groups, to make it most economical, and still the parents would prefer to do a portfolio review and just turn in the evaluation form letter. But it's really good to see how the children score on these tests and what it says their grade level is for reading comprehension and math computation and vocabulary and all of the different areas. It's really good to see. And if you do it periodically, of course, you can see progress, and I think it's good for the children to see where they score and where they stand in the nation with other students. So, I've told a lot of parents that the requirement is, if you're turning the results into the county, it has to be a Florida certified teacher. And now they let parents order tests now. My recommendation is that the parent orders the test and the parent does the test, and don't send the scores in. Just have a portfolio review done by a certified teacher and give them the standardized test yourself. Of course, you don't want to clue them in to any answers. You want a valid score. You want to know where they're at. You want to know where their weaknesses are and where their strengths are. So you want to let them miss what they miss and get what they get. Even to the point where when you're reading the instructions, you just read monotone, you don't change your tone of voice. You can answer questions during these tests. So when you answer questions or whatever you're doing, you just cannot clue them in with your tone of voice or anything and what's the right or wrong answer. The advantages to this is that rather than having teachers give it to them over a 1 or 2 day period, which is 3 to 4 hours a day, depending on what test you're doing, some of the reading sections and some of the math sections end up being about, estimated 50 minutes. But some of them are 15 to 30 minutes. And so you can sit down with your student, your child, and they're fresh and ready to go, and just do a couple of sections and then move on with the rest of your day and do the test over a 6 to 10 day period. That way they're fresh every day. They're not just bored or done with reading and concentrating after 2 hours, and then you really get a valid score. The other thing is, everybody has bad days, so if there's one day where they're just not feeling good or whatever, you can kind of pick up on that and say, we're just not due a section today. When you schedule teachers to do it, you're stuck pretty much, kind of. Most of the time, we're there to do it, and we've scheduled a place, or unless you're a couple of families that I go to their homes and do it, and we can work out whatever we want to work out. But most of the time, it's in a group setting, which is way too long. It's a learning experience for you, the parent, also. Plus, it's a good thing for the child to see that you're also the test giver. You're the tester, as well as the teacher and tutor and director and
guidance counselor and principal of your school. Even
if you have other tutors or other people helping you, that you're the one that is making the decisions, and it's a learning experience for everybody. And like I said before, with these tests, if you give them to the children once a year or once every 6 months, it's good for them to see their progress over a year period in how this test shows where they stand, and it's really good for their their esteem and encouragement, it's usually very good. They have no idea that they would score so well in some of the sections, and for some of them, they're eye-opening. They're like, oh, I thought I knew everything there, and they scored really low. So
it's a learning experience.
Either way, it's really, really helpful. If we can help in any way, I end up sending links to parents for testing companies, or just arranging things. I'm coaching some parents through the testing process, but we're happy to help in any way. And we probably will have some group tests coming up as well. So stay in touch, and thanks for watching.